What's up, guys? J.R. Raymond back again, coming to you from home again. And this is going to be a two-part video because I've decided that since I just got all these bowling balls in the mail, literally today, with the exception of the Volatility, I am going to drill 8 bowling balls tomorrow and do the reviews on them. And I'm doing 2 different layouts. So I'm going to show you the layouts. This is the first 4. I got another 4 that I'm going to do. I'll do that in a separate video. But I'm going to show you the layouts that I'm going to do and explain to you a little bit why I'm doing it this way when I get back. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. So these are the 4 that I'm going to drill tomorrow. Actually, there's 8 I'm going to drill tomorrow, but as I explained, I'm going to do 2 different layouts. And as always, all of these are available over at BowlerX.com, so make sure, I'm going to put the link in the description for all 4 of these, so you'll be able to go check those out and order yours today through BowlerX.com, and you can get them in just a few days, or when they release, you can get them. Today, we're going to talk about these 4. These 4 are going to be one layout. They're all going to be laid out the same. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to get back to the basics of just choosing a couple of layouts. So I'm going to choose the 2 layouts that I've had the most success with, one being pin up, one being pin down. And obviously I'll mix in some, oddball layouts like a 1-inch pin or 6-inch pin layouts like on my Hero. I'll do some different things there every once in a while just as specialty balls. But for the most part, these 2 layouts you're going to see are going to be what we're going to use. So for this first layout, I've got a couple of different balls. This one, the trend, the numbers on this come out, and when we're talking about the numbers, I'm talking about building an arsenal by the numbers, which is my formula that I use. I take the RG minus the differential, plus or minus whatever the cover stock is. For the trend, it comes out to 209, and it is a pearlized cover. And then we have the Volatility we talked about yesterday already. That comes out to 205. I have an AfterBurner here, and I have 2 of these. So I'm using the other one on the other layout, and this one is going to go here. The AfterBurner is 214. And then I have the Parallax here, which actually comes out to 195. So this video, I have a 195, I have a 205, I have a 209, then a 214. So as you can see, based on those numbers, I have steps. So from lowest, the lowest number is the strongest overall core cover combination, and then the biggest number is obviously the weakest core combination. So I have from 205 all the way up to 214, or I'm sorry, 195 all the way up to 214, 19 points difference through them. And then we have, what do we got here? So the trend is a pearl, the Volatility is a pearl, the Parallax is a hybrid, and then the AfterBurner is a hybrid. So we've got 2 pearls and 2 hybrids in this batch. And what we're going to do with this batch is we're going to go 60 by 5.5 by 30. And the reason we're doing that is because of that's my pinup layout. My pinup layouts, usually I tend to go with longer pins because I want them to be clean and I want them to be somewhat sharp down lane. And by going 30, that makes the pin just a little bit taller, and it's going to be a little bit more responsive down lane, especially for all of these that are asymmetric. Actually, I think the AfterBurner is the only one that is symmetrical, so that last number really doesn't matter, other than it, we get the pin a little bit taller is basically it. Or I'm sorry, the first number doesn't matter on this one. That first number is meaningless on a symmetrical ball because there is no mass bias. So with that being said, that's what we're going to do. We're going 60 by 5.5 by 30, and that is going to, we'll go ahead and let's lay out the trend. And full disclosure here, this is my first Belmo ball. I've never drilled any of the Belmo balls, and completely honest with you, I'm going to be, the 2 Belmo balls that I've seen, the Drive and the, what was it, the Time Warp? No, Timeless. Those 2, they didn't look very good. They were so situational, very situational bowling balls. So hopefully this one's a little bit better. And I think the Drive was a little better than the Timeless. and hopefully this is even better than both of them. So let's see what we got here. So, and actually I was wrong. This trend is actually symmetrical too. So that third number is not going to matter on this. So we have 2 asim and 2 symmetrical balls here. So that works out really well. So we're going to go and draw our first numbers. Draw the line straight from the pin through the CG all the way down. And then we're going to line up the prosec on the 0 on the pin with the back line all the way through that line. And what do we say we're doing? We're doing 60 by 5.5. So 60, make a mark at 60. I'm going to move these over a little bit, give me a little bit more room to work. And then we draw the line straight from the pin through that mark we just made. And now we need to do our pin distance. So we've got our 60-degree line. Now we need that 5.5, make a mark at 5.5. And then we set the 0 back up on that mark we just made on that line. And we do our third angle, which was 30. So we make a mark at 30. We draw that mark straight through the mark we just made before. And this creates our vertical axis line. So now I have to make my center line. So I know I'm 4 3/4 over by an inch up. So I have to go an inch down on my vertical axis line to get that inch up. So now this spot that I created earlier with the cross is my positive axis. So now I draw straight across from the line I just made that's down. Make a mark at 3 1/4. And then I draw a straight line up and down from there to get my center line. So now that actually puts my fingers right there with the thumb here. So it makes it like this. So the fingers go here with the pin way up here, okay? And then the thumb comes down here. So that's going to basically be a standard, gets that pin up above that middle finger. For me, that gets the ball to flare just a little bit less and gets it down the lane and creates a little bit better down lane motion for me. So a lot of my favorite bowling balls had this type of layout on it. So that's the pin-up layout that I'm going to use on all 4 of these balls. And then I'm going to show you the pin down layout I'm going to use on those other balls in the next video. So that's all I got for you today. We're going to talk again, like I said, the next video, we're going to talk about the pin down layouts and the balls that I'm choosing for using the pin down layout here in a minute. But until next time, guys, make sure to head over to BowlerX.com. You can get your board box made by Jayhawk over there. You get a $20 discount by getting it from boardbox or by getting it from BowlerX.com. Makes it just a little bit cheaper. I know it's not the cheapest thing in the world, but click the link in the description. Go get yourself one. Perfect training tool for anybody that wants to actually know exactly what you're hitting. Because I know if you're anything like me, you don't actually hit what you're looking at, and you're just kind of playing a field game. You're more or less just you're guessing. And most people don't even realize what they're actually hitting. They think they're hitting 10 when they're actually hitting like 14 or 15. So it's all just a matter of perspective, and this will actually help you to see exactly what's going on out on the lane. So until next time, guys, I'm out of here. We will see you guys for the pin down layouts. See you guys soon.